Alright guys, it's Cubby, I'm back, and today we're going to be reviewing Game 1 of the Samsung Galaxy SK Telecom T1 series. Samsung actually took this 2-0. It looked like, I heard SKT didn't look like they were comfortable with the meta, and I'm sure that it's the start of the season, and they just got back from MSI, and I know that Coma, doesn't force his players to play a ton of solo queue until the the second round robin in LCK. And if you don't believe me, you can check all of SKT's solo queue accounts and stalk them. So I'm still confident that SKT is the best team in the world. They just probably had a slip up, probably took some time off. And I guess Samsung played well. I know the results of this series, and the results of this game, but I haven't seen it. So let's get into it. Uh, I'm gonna speed through pick ban. Alright, so Peanut's a monster Lee Sin, and probably the strongest jungler at the moment, arguably. So they're gonna take it out of his hands. They don't want Bang on Twitch. SKT gets rid of Zac because he seems to be a red side ban that you need. They don't want to deal with Galio. He's super strong too at the moment. And Huni has been spamming Kennen in solo queue. And they don't want to give Cuvée first pick Rumble because Rumble is super high priority in LCK. Oh, also looks like Samsung's rocking Ambition instead of Haru. Hmm. Lulu Kate. All right. Most teams are okay trading Lulu with Karma. Like, so I guess that's why they took the Elise, because Elise Peanut is also a monster Elise player, and Zyra's seen pretty high priority too here, and Varus has been the highest priority 80 carry so far in LCK. So I guess SKT is fine rocking a little bit to protect the Bang, and then Olaf's very good in the Elise. Because if Olaf gets ahead of the all, you just pop Ragnarok and run at him. So they don't want Crown having Syndra, strongest mid laner. They don't want Faker having the Blanc, also very strong mid laner still. Crown's Victor. That dude is unreal in Victor. If if you have the chance, and then Fiora's been, I guess, permaban in solo queue this patch. They want to take Orianna, so they're just playing protect the Bang with Caitlyn. Crown gonna pick up. Oh, I guess they're gonna blind pick Kled. Interesting. Then grab the Talia. Shen. Okay. So Huni's counterpicking himself here. They're just going with Protect the Caitlyn. As a shield comp, Protect the Caitlyn. Which Bang is very good at running Protect the 80 carry comps. Like one of the best. I think that's why they took the Kled, because they know that this is coming. And also, I guess they might have taken Kled because they might have had the foresight to say, hey, if we take Kled, we don't want them to run Shen. Because Kled's counterpick the Shen. The Talia is especially good against Olaf, Lulu, Orianna here, because none of them can get past the terrain. And also, for SKT, they're looking to snowball bot lane to get Bang ahead, because Bang's going to be the vast majority of their damage in team fights. Talia is a professional at ganking bottom. Kind of like the Season 6, 7 Twisted Fate that Twisted Fate was back in Season 2 and 3. God, I wish Twisted Fate would be back in the meta. All right, so look for bot lane to get a lot of attention. Look for Elise to try and pull off a dive or find Olaf early. I think it's important to note that Elise bot lane should be shoved in, but it's pretty hard to pull off a bot dive. Top lane can also be shoved in, but it's once again pretty tricky to dive Shen. And let's get into the game start. Ooh, we got the yellow jacket Shen. Alright, they're gonna throw an axe in here. So Ruler actually stands at interesting point in the bush. Usually, so what a common thing is that Olaf walks around bot lane, sneaks up here, sneaks to here, and throws an axe into this bush on the backmost part. Um, and also, I'm gonna download Epic Pen real quick, because I'm gonna want it for this one. Forgot about that. So I see a bunch of red side teams like trying to pull off this cheese, and they just give up. Um, they give up their top side jungle for this. Like I don't know why. They lose the vision. Aw, she loves Wolf. How cute. Whoops, that's really awkward. Yeah, I'm downloading Epic Pen on a recording. Woo! Um, sorry. I'm really professional. Hello. I gotta get used to using this again. So hang with me. We're definitely gonna rock blue. Okay, sorry. I was slightly distracted there. Let's see what happened. So the ward that hold on. Kled dropped his trinket here, and that's really good for Olaf because now they know that he's not doing Raptors, and because it was dropped late enough, they should know that Olaf's starting bot side. They don't. SKT doesn't know where Elise is starting. Also, top lane gets the lane first. Shen gets the lane late, but he picked up a one creep. I'm gonna assume that's a ward kill. That Ruler dropped early because he had to burn his trinket when they came down here. Shen gets to lane late, so Clyde already is in lane first, which is pretty major. Um, Elise is starting in the fog. They don't know where she is. I guess they can probably guess she's starting Raptors because I'm gonna guess that Crown gave her a Q, unless she's ambitions. Yeah, Crown probably gave her a Q, so they probably know. And once again, Crown and Faker both have Storm Raiders. This is weird. Like, okay, hear me out on this. So, and also Peanut has Grasp. I kind of get on Olaf because also Ruler has Fur. I feel like Warlords is so much better in the Caitlyn. I guess I'll go into like a slight Keystone rant. So, Storm Raiders is hard to like. You can proc it on Talia, and it's good because the movement speed can get you to a spot where you can launch another like set of Qs. So like you can get out of your worked ground and launch another full set of Qs. So I can kind of see Storm Raiders there. Faker can also proc it. And I guess what Faker's saying is that he doesn't care how this lane goes, and he can win it without Thunder Wards. What I kind of don't get is, especially for Crown, who's dealing with two tanks, he already has Ghost. Why doesn't he take Deathfire Touch? Because that tick damage with Neandries on tanks would be really nice. And the movement speed, like he already has Ghost, and the extra movement speed from Storm Raiders, it can help him get him out of an Olaf Axe or a Lulu Glitter Lance, but I don't see the big power in that. Also, Ruler, like I just think Warlords is so much better in long range AD carries. Like it helps you get in and out of attack range. Um, in team fights, it can give you movement speed to help you dodge skill shots. I just don't see the benefit of getting a little bit extra AD. And he isn't even like if he had a shielding support, I might kind of get it a bit more. I don't know. I don't like the fervor. Oh yeah, Lulu's also really good in the Zyrex. She can kill the plants in one auto attack. So Ambition's actually gonna go to his top side here. Interesting. Ambition always has very unique paths. Like I feel like the reason Samsung did so well at Worlds was a lot of it was like Ambition's pathing, and everyone's using the new Pulsefire Caitlyn. It is pretty cool. I did buy it myself. Okay, so because Peanut didn't get a leash, he's behind. And also, leash just clears faster. Faker's probably going to freeze the lane right there. No, he's going to let it hit his tower. Alright, look for Cubby should have like pressure in this lane the entire game. Oh, the creep walk just looks brutal. So Peanut skipped red. So right now Elise is up half a camp. No, she's up. So they pinged out the ward. So he's gonna kill Scuttle. He's gonna hit that, find bot side jungle all gone. They still know where he is. He's probably gonna drop a ward at that intersection. He's gonna blast cone back. No, he's just gonna base. I think he did burn that blast cone, but he's just gonna base. Nice path. Gets a nice ward in. He'll probably see he gets 2 wards in. Yeah. So now they're gonna see Olaf, which is really important. Nice trade from Dignitas's former 80 carry, Core JJ, who was a Worlds finalist with the Dignitas mousepad. Oh man. Bang, missing some CS. That was a pretty boring game so far. Junglers, Olaf's been scouted, doesn't have anything else to do. Ambition has the early edge. Surprised that Ambition didn't go, like, now that he has a base under his belt, I would seriously look for Ambition to, like, walk into Peanut's jungle here. And that might be why both junglers elected to take red later. I'm gonna speed this up. This is boring. Maybe Elise can dive top. Are they just waiting to get 6 so they can make a play with Talia wall? Ooh, Faker, misclick. Orianna loses this lane early, but the way the Faker itemized, he's looking to take over like 6, 7, 8, which is when Orianna starts to win, because Orianna's level 6 gives him more damage, whereas Talia's is a utility ultimate. Now you're going to see Talia, so they have a pink ward here, and I think Talia, that's a good ward here from, I think Faker dropped it, because Talia's just going to hug bot side. She wants to threat the dive, or like threaten the fact that she can wall and dive. So you're going to look for Talia to kind of shove and then hug, like pick the side that she wants to ult to. Ambition's in vision here. And Peanut has a level advantage, so he's going to try and sneak around this ward. He pot... What? Okay, so Peanut wasted Ghost. Nice ward from Crown. Good pink from Peanut. All right, so Faker just ghosts out. Oh, they're gonna pick up a kill on Lulu. Oh no, her shield came back up. Okay, I didn't see that, so I'm just kind of gonna assume that. Mm, hmm. Oh, okay, this is big. So Peanut showed bottom, and so Ambition goes to the opposite side of the map, and Kled has push pressure and has Huni slightly chunked, so he's gonna be careful here. And I think they're gonna trade red buffs. Oh no, Peanut's walking up to get his own red. So Peanut wants to be threatened topside. Okay. Trade of Sums. Good roam from Wolf out of base. Um, also bot lane was shoved in. So this is like something really nice to note. You can see that. Oh, I get to use my pen here. Woo. So you can see down here. Oh, that pen is huge. Let's get a smaller one. Is that better? Maybe. Sorry, guys. I have only used this like once. All right, I'm just gonna do this. So this wave down here, you can see how big that wave is for blue team. If we go back about um, 10 seconds, or not 10, like about a half a wave. So you're gonna see here that red team shoved them into the tower and then they're gonna base. This is good for Bang and Wolf because it means that they get the wave into the tower, and so they don't miss any creeps. They're only going to miss about 2, 3 melee creeps, depending on if they based on a cannon wave or not. It's more preferable to base on a cannon wave, by the way, because when the cannon, if the other lane shoves into you, like back in your tower, the cannon takes up more tower shots, you lose less creeps. And Varus does shove fast. So they're going to base, and this is the perfect time for Wolf to roam, because since once you crash a wave into one of the side lanes, so top or bottom, if you crash your own minion wave into the enemy tower, that lane will then shove against you. So if that lane's shoving against you, it means that it kills your minions faster, meaning that you lose less golden XP than the enemy. So it's a very good time to roam. And also coming out of base, you have fresh wards. Wolf just bought a sightstone. This is like when you roam as support. So he did go buy a ward, but he trades flashes, which is honestly worth it. Um, Wolf's Lulu, he can position a little bit further back than Talia, who is going to be making plays with her wall. She's also in a solo lane, and it's going to be a lot more vulnerable to an Olaf boosted Orianna. I think it's also nice to note that Olaf does benefit from an Orianna Lulu, like a Caitlyn. The speed ups for Olaf, he gets ahead. He can really make a stamp on this game. And Peanut's the kind of jungler that his highs out of 10, Peanut gives you a 12 when he's on fire. He is so good when he is on. The problem with Peanut is that when he's low, he just looks invisible. And I think it's really good that SKT has Blank, because Blank has good experience and is not nearly as good of a jungler as Peanut. But if Peanut's playing bad, Blank gets to see a game from the bench, gets to talk to Koma during the game, can come into a series, and he's experienced enough to, you know what's up. Nice dodges there from Faker. Interesting that Huni rushed Tiamat and a cloth armor. I'm really interested in the tank itemization because for top lane, because it used to be that Sunfire, you got it because you did 20 damage a second to any top laner that you stood next to. And now that they nerfed that and made it only a wave clear option, I'm wondering like how a Shen keeps up with a Kled now. So there's going to be a blue handoff. Once again, pretty boring game. Um, the gold lead is coming from top lane and probably Top lane, slight CS advantage mid lane, and I don't know, maybe Elise has killed better camps than Olaf. Um, and let's think about who this benefits real quick. Who wants what in this game? Probably benefits SKT. But I think it's interesting because like Samsung is the only team that like can actually keep up with SKT in the late game. Oh, Peanut, what the? So okay, SKT survived the all-in bot, but Elise is by. Hmm. I think that what SKT wanted to do mid was right. I think Faker actually messed up there. Because Peanut could not have been there in time with where he was on the map. I think Faker just went in a little bit too early. So Peanut comes bot lane because SKT wants to base because Bang's low. That's why Bang's blowing all his stuff. It's gonna solo kill. So Cuvée nets Shen's flash, which is good. It's an advantage, and he's also gonna crash that wave and force TP out. And Bang stays. Ooh, this is cute from SKT. So they know the bottom lane is really low, and Talia has the wall, so they're hugging in case Talia walks down. They would pick him off. That's really cute. I like that. Faker almost has Shockwave up too. I think Crown's a good enough player to know this. SKT looks a little lost. Elise has amassed a slight lead on Olaf too, which is surprising. Because Olaf can easily outfarm Elise. And I feel like Olaf's put a little bit more of a stamp on the map, but Elise has had really good vision tracking of Olaf. So, which is good for Samsung because they've both their side lanes are winning lanes. And Talia is actually surviving the pressure that she's facing against Faker and Peanut. So Samsung's playing well. They're gonna get a Rift Herald, which pretty much gives them a free tower. Let's see if we can figure out why Samsung chooses to do Rift Herald now. Like, we're gonna go way back for this. So they just pinged out Peanut. So they know Peanut's on the top side of the map, and they saw that he was level 8, half mana. They know that Huni has to TP back to lane. And they have bot lane low and shoved in. And Elise bases. They're gonna see Olaf again here. I went back pretty far. So bot bases. You can guess that bot bases. And Wolf based the wave early, which is pretty smart for Wolf, actually. So they know that bot's coming out of base and top shoved in, so they go for it. And Elise is very good at taking Rift. So, and also they've had mid pressure this game. Like they just saw Lulu. Zyra was able to ward up for the Talia so she can keep on shoving. And you can see here that Talia, she has really, really, really good vision on the top side. And Elise was just on the top side of the map too. So after she clears that wave, she goes into the top brush. So for Talia, not like being in the river is super good for Talia because it means that she can wall to that side. And she's also really, her passive means that she moves around walls quicker. There are a lot of walls in the river. and usually it's network terrain. So even if she runs into an Olaf, Talia has both sums. Worst comes to worst, she's pop and go. She gets out for free and gets like half of Olaf's health. Hmm. It's interesting. Faker's swapping over to an early red trinket, and he's actually going to sack his wave to establish vision in the river. And he's going to take a bit of health, bit of his health here too. Yeah. Actually, he's going to die. Yeah. Rift Herald's coming up big there. This is pretty greedy from Faker. So what needs to happen here is Peanut needs to back him up if he wants to take this path in. This is a greedy path. Um, and this is nice, like well played from Crown because the way that he casts his Q. So whenever you have a lined ability like Crown here, so let's see if I can find out real quick. All right, perfect. So see how Crown, so you have this wall, all right? So no, oh, I want my pen. Sorry. Okay. So you have this wall, right? No. Here we go. So you have this wall. Okay. This wall's terrain. Can't do anything about this wall, right? You can't move through it. So Crown fires his skill shots at an angle, right? So like this, or this, or this. So Faker can't move up, right? So this is a no-go, right? He can't do this. So Faker's only options are to move this way, or this way, or this way. Since Crown fired this at an angle, he can just follow that. And the reason why like Talia is so good with these strong players is that I bet you Crown, his character's here, he's clicking here, he's clicking here, he's clicking here, he's clicking here, right? He's moving right next. Everything that he does is right next to his champion. And so if Faker moves, he can instantly respond. And because he fires it at an angle, right? So if he would have fired it, let's say he steps up here. And so let's say that he's up here, right? And he fires it downwards to match the wall. All of a sudden, that gives Faker, like, he has the left-right option, but it also, like, Crown has to perfectly match that into the wall. It just takes away a movement option. So he has to go, like, up, down, or, like, he has to go west, east, or south, right? Whereas if Crown steps up and you get Faker in the middle here, he can go all four ways. So it just takes away an option. And so it's like really important to fire your skill shots in an angle against the wall. And it's going to help net Crown a kill. I guess I'll slow it down here. The first interesting thing. So it doesn't matter that Ambition whiffs. Like he's already dead. That's why he flashes to it. Just commit. Crown's done a nice job of pressuring Faker. The other Talia Orianna matchups I've seen have been very Orianna dominant as the game moves on to like this point of the game. And because Orianna's the wave clear and she's dead, this is perfect for an Ambition. You just pop Rift Herald and they're gonna get a fat chunk on both turrets. Clyde's coming down. I'm gonna kind of look at the state of the map here. They're gonna get a tower and a half off that Rift Herald. That's beautiful. A tower and 4/5. I want to see what Huni does here. Huni does some. He somehow ends up on the bottom of the map. I don't really know how. Is he ulting Lulu? Oh, Lulu got low and burned both sums. So it looks like Core JJ and Ruler all in and just got the best of them. So because of that, Cuvée roams down on the Kled. Get another fat chunk. Wave clear's gone. Can't really do anything about the Rift Herald until now. They take it out. See how Crown, one of the really strong things about Talia is that while you're in your queue, you can still weave auto attacks in. Crown's not doing the best job of that, but he's doing a good job of moving. Like, he's clearing efficiently. He's a very good Talia player. I wish I could see... Has he even ulted yet? I don't even know. But yeah. And it's a big advantage for Samsung. I mean, they're up 3K. Cloud Drake's on the map. No one cares about Cloud Drake. The amount that these teams are ignoring the Dragon is like disgusting. And with Samsung going back to base, SKT is going to capitalize and take a red buff. This is probably like SKT, like their knowledge of base timer is nuts than this. And not a lot of teams do this. Like they're behind and they still manage to like take a buff. It's just like one of the reasons they're so good. They play behind so well. Like they were down 3K, now it's 2.5, almost 2.5K. They got a wave to they got bot wave to crash. They gained back probably 200-300 gold while they based. See, okay, here we go. So they know that Wolf doesn't have flash, and they know that Huni doesn't have ult, and they know that SKT was just in base, right? So, like in order to understand pro play, okay. So they just saw Olaf and Ori's just pinged, right? So they know they're both on the bot side of the map. What I was saying, in order to fully understand pro play, you have to go back like a minute. And just because like that's what goes into the setup. So you can see here Talia has shoved up mid once again. And because mid tower probably like if it takes a cannon wave, it's probably gonna fall over. Because it's so low from that Rift Herald. And that really nice push that Samsung had, right? So all of a sudden, blue team's minion wave is gonna be crashing right here. Because of the Kled Shen matchup, he shoved out, right? And Kled's basing. See that? Oh, that's a bad one. See this? Oh yeah, look at those mechanics. Kled's basing. So this is going to be a 5-man bot. Lulu doesn't have flash. They know this. And Faker is going to be forced to take this wave. And they already pinged him out. And Peanut is going to base, which they don't. They know that Peanut's on the bot side of the map, but they don't care because it's Talia. So Talia, I already know this because I cheated. But Talia walks down here, right? She's going to cast her wall right at the tower. So Lulu is 100% dead, and Olaf can't help. Because it's Olaf. He doesn't have flash. He doesn't have any way to get over that pile of rock. So this is going to be a free play. And Ambition based. I assume he based, or he's walking out of base. And he's coming. Well, actually, I haven't touched on item builds at all. Banshee's Rush. The team. Oh, I touched on the Tiamat. I thought that was interesting. Kate's rushing IE. Lulu hasn't upgraded her gold item while Zyra has. That's actually a big deal because the upgraded gold item helps you earn your quest a lot faster. It's more valuable on Zyra since whenever you deal damage with the mage one, you get like a 50% move speed increase. Lulu can already give this to her. It's not ideal, but you can. Let me get this out of the way and play the tape. Zyra just like deals more damage, so she's like more likely to proc it from a longer range, which means she's gonna proc it more. All right, so here it comes. Kled's in base. He can TP if necessary, but oh, they messed up. Wow. I was setting all that up just for that. They still got Bang's flash though, and probably the tower. So like even though they messed up that wall, it's still good. I think they're gonna shove up that wave and take dragon. Yeah, we starting on drag. Wasn't the best Q there from Crown. Oh yeah, what I was talking about, like with the terrain, once again, you don't want to. I did say an angle. I didn't specify what angle. Why I didn't say that was that good with Crown is that he kind of threw it with, or like, it was just bad. Like the ideal angle is 45 degrees that you want to throw these skill shots at. So if I'm Crown, like I always want to throw my skill shots like around here, like this angle or this angle, um, anywhere in between here. I don't want to throw it with the wall, and I don't want to throw it like 90 degrees against the wall. Because once again, if Faker steps up, then he gets all 4 points of movement. I gotta get better with Epic Pen. Okay, so they made a play bot. Faker was able to shove out mid, and he got a nice chunk in the tower, which it's mid tower, it's important. Um, Excuse me. Back to farming. Jungles are up. And top tower's next. You can already see Samsung pinging it. Oh man, patch 7.11 hits today. I wonder if I'll be able to play solo queue. Cubby might. Yeah, he's just gonna take it on his own. So you can see here that Samsung made a bit of a swap, right? So they have all 3 towers down. What they want to do now is they want to keep their bot lane mid. So what this does is, um, Talia is, well, the reason they want to keep their bot lane mid pretty much is that Talia is safer in a side lane. She has a few more like she has Ghost to get her out of things. But the main reason is that you really want to have Zyra mid so she can roam with Elise. And Zyra Elise is a really potent duo because they can chain CC. Zyra does tons of damage for his support. Um, at this point in the game, honestly, if they pick someone and both blow their load on them, that person's going to die. So you can see here that Elise and Zyra are both roaming up into the top side jungle, and they're going to just start establishing vision. And like Samsung's up big early. They're just going to start trying to deny Peanut camps, deny SKT vision, and eventually start setting up for this Baron. And like you can just see, they just lit up that topside jungle. That is 100% theirs. And you can see Faker is not going to cross this point here. Or I can use my pen. Faker is not going to cross this point. Right about here. Just not going to happen. Because they don't have vision up here. And if he crosses it, he's at serious risk. One way to get yourself back in the game is to catch the split pusher. That's what SKT was kind of looking for there. Really decent. Hold on, let me see this wall again. I'm looking for the channel. There it is. So, a part of me wants to say that I think this wall is unnecessary, right? Because Crown uses it because he's going to throw the wall. He's throwing it up here, right? So right there. And what this does is it forces SKT. First off, Olaf's trapped, right? So Olaf can't walk up or else he dies. It forces Lulu and Orianna to take the long way around. And because mid tower's so low, it guarantees mid tower, and a free rotation top, where they already have the jungle completely lit up and they know it's 100% safe. And it slows them down, but Crown also can't join. And I think that even without the wall, like, look at where blue team is, right? They're right here. Red team can't, this path is not an option. Like, I don't know why SKT is walking up here in the first place. Like, they're late to the party. They're like almost in desperation mode here. They went for the pick on Crown, they failed, and now they're gonna be late to mid. And they're also gonna be late in the rotation top. Like, ideally, Peanut hides and he starts recalling right now. Unless they want Peanut to come from behind, they like go for an all-in. Like, I just don't think they needed that wall to get that tower. And also, they're not even gonna push to top. They're just gonna take his Raptors. Ooh, double pink there from SKT. That's bad. It just kind of shows like they're just not on top of things. Oh, also, um, I need to test this a little bit in practice tool mode, but you can do some creative things here with pink wards. So let's say that, so this pink ward or this green ward is out of range of this pink ward, but would be in range of this one. Whereas like if you drop it at this red flower up here, it's in range of that, but out of range of this. It's kind of like interesting games you can play. I need to find a spot. I'm curious if there is a spot you can drop them up there where it dodges both pink wards. I kind of want to go in the practice tool and figure that out. Because obviously that's the spot to drop the ward. Oh, okay. While I'm talking about wards, I'm missing the setup for this fight. So let's check this out. Okay, so they're fighting over vision, but they still have this deep ward up. That's the deepest ward, and Clyde can still TP to it. So Clyde bases. Talia bases. What? And they go? What makes them go? They don't know. Oh, they don't know Elise is here, and I guess they just press the go button. Oh, nice. He doesn't have flash. He's dead. He's out of the fight. Whew. That Clyde damage. Okay. So, let's check this out. Slow this down. Pick it apart. Man, this is pretty from Ambition. So, they're going to start channeling now. That means they're committed, right? And they also, I think it's also really important to say that Cuvée shopped and Shen did not. And Talia shopped and Oriana did not. But Talia's going to be late to the fight. She doesn't have Weaver's Wall. So, first off, this is good stuff from Ambition. Core JJ perfectly chain CCs this. There's the Shen ult. They also threw the Varus ult, and he still gets knocked up. But because Lulu is so fun and frustrating to play against, he lives. And Ambition didn't suicide to trade with Faker. If Ambition's Q's up, I think that's nice. I think that's smart from Ambition. I don't. It's just pretty risky play. And that's the fight. So because they were able to zero down the Oriana, they just totally took her presence out of the fight. And then they were able to kill the Lulu because they zeroed down Oriana, they split up the team. Oriana is like really good person to single out because like And also, if you can chunk a carry that bad, like, it just throws the fight into chaos for the opposing team. It's really hard to win a team fight when you, like, one of your carries is at a fourth of their health, like 3 seconds in. There was no chance for a shockwave, no chance for Orianna damage to come through. And then because Lulu, or they got split up, and then Lulu got singled out by Clyde. I could like nitpick some stuff, but like SKT's behind. They lost the support. Honestly, not the worst thing for them. How did they get back into this game though? Like they just team fight them later? It's like Shen's never gonna beat Clyde. Excuse me. Um, this is funny, by the way. This is the third Talia variation I've seen against Orianna. I've seen Banshee's Rush into Morello with Sork Shoes. My favorite, which I think is Merc Treads, Morello, Banshees, and I've seen this Sork Shoes, Banshees, Leandries. Also saw Sork Shoes Haunting Guys, Banshees Veil, but I think that was Pawn. Man, Pawn's been so bad too. I'm disappointed in Pawn. He played awful in that this series. Like, oh, if you watch the KT Longzhu series, Pawn is horrendous. Like, I'm not the best analyst. I try. There are people a lot smarter than me, and like I could just so easily see that like he's just bad. All right, so Samsung's goal for the next 5 minutes is mid priority and ward control in the top side jungle. So there they go. They shove in mid, they rotate in the top side, and they are just full on ward control. This is something that like if you're in high diamond, like your team should be executing this pretty easily. Really not that hard to do. There's also a Drake coming up. I don't know what Drake it is next. So one thing I do like about the SPO TV production, they tell me what Drake's next. OGN doesn't have that yet. And I have it muted for like copyright stuff, but do love that wonderful Papa Smithy voice. All right, so because of their vision control, Peanut goes a little bit too far and gets or is forced to burn Ragnarok. This is just Samsung properly choking them out. I really like that ward, by the way, in mid. That ward is like super good too if you have an Ashe on your team. Just play around picks mid. I'm talking about this one right here. I'm not gonna use a pen for this, but yeah. I really like that ward. It just gives a lot more information about who's mid, where they're rotating, if I assume it grants some vision up here. And Samsung looks to be able to finish this game before SKT's comps like really coming online. Also, Peanut didn't do much to accelerate that. Mountain Drake's kind of a consolation prize for Samsung at this point. It it's just going to help them kill Baron faster. Like, they're taking it because they have mid shoved up and they have control. And I say that, and it looks like they're going to lose it. And they're going to lose ambition. Okay. So what happened here? Okay, so this is just greedy play from Samsung. So they see Peanut. They have Scuttle. Red team has Scuttle Crab. They have mid shoved up, so mid is looking for a pick. Oh, never mind. Wait, what is Crown doing? No, 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 Crown. Crown, what are you doing? Oh, it's totally okay. This is totally Crown's fault. Cause Talia, like, okay, so Crown, man, I expect better out of you. Okay, so right here, Talia was just walking up there for like the last 3 seconds. So if Talia doesn't do that, Talia is right here. No, I want the pen. So Talia's right here, right now. T. See that? She's right there. Right at that intersection. All she has to do is drop her wall here-ish, maybe. Or she can drop it here and block off. She's just looking to block off that intersection. And they get a free dragon. But I don't know what Crown's doing. And also Zyra's still looking for a pick. This is just a split call. Really greedy. And so SKT's like, oh crap, they aren't together and we're behind. Like, we gotta make something happen. So nice play from Huni, chained with the Lulu. They get Kuve's flash, and they pick up Huni. Or they pick up Ambition. Huni picks up Ambition. And Crown drops the wall late, so everyone got through. I can understand why Samsung didn't want to commit as many resources to that because they're so far ahead, and Baron control is arguably more important than a Mountain Drake. Oh wait, the next Drake's down here. Wow, totally missed that. But that was super greedy. They did it on top of a Scuttle Crab. All their members weren't at least moving towards it, and they had plenty of tools to prevent a fight from ever happening, and they failed to use them. So now it's a reset because they didn't have Ambition on the map, and it's back to the Baron dance. Well played from SKT to capitalize. Different Olaf build. I've seen Spirit is skipping Cinderhulk, and he's going straight for Righteous Glory into like Knight's Vow / Locket, like other supportive items, and then he is yeah, it's really interesting. I don't know if I like it that much. I don't think Peanut needs Righteous Glory because most of what he's going to be doing is peeling back as the game goes on. That's what their comp does. Or like Righteous Glory is like choo choo, we're going in. Oh boy. Well, there's Power of the Banshees Veil. So it's a mistake from SKT. So this is good. That's fine. They can just wait. Like Bang is clearing out mid, and they don't see Samsung. So what they can do is they can wait. And this is also a miscommunication because Faker dropped Red Trinket and Wolf dropped Pink. So they dropped two things to clear one ward. So what they can do is these guys can just wait back here, right? And also Peanut just burned. Oh no, he has Undertow back. So let's see, red team. So they can wait here. Bang clears the wave. Bang rotates over. So Bang clears the wave, right? So this wave is gone. Bang rotates over. And then Peanut goes first. So Peanut should be here. And the rest of the team should be here. Peanut throws Undertow, max range, into there. And if they pick anyone, or if they hit anyone, they hit someone. If Peanut gets hit by stuff, he's Peanut. Lulu is behind him on the yellow, out of safety. And if he needs to drop a ward, like they just stay out of range. Pretty sloppy. And they get punished for it. So there's Banshees. Nice chunk from Crown on Talia, taking a nice angle there. They get his flash. And what does SKT get? Nothing. There, see? They just did it perfectly. Right here. Perfect. Why didn't they do it the first time? Really greedy play by Faker, because his red trinket was running. They have tools. This is also well played from Samsung. Like I'm picking on SKT's mistakes, but this is properly played from Samsung. And they're gonna get kills from this. Nice. I was going fast. Sorry. So now they get Ragnarok. Crown shoves in top, right? So this calls another man from SKT up. Now Crown can go around too. Peanut checks that with Undertow. What is he DIing to? I guess he's scared of Zyro. Okay, but he could have dodged down here, right? Oh wait. Oh, nice. See, like he's dead. Oh, nice combo, actually. That's really sexy. Let's check this in slow-mo. So he knows that Stranglethorns, they're gonna just time these knockups together and they can get both. That's nice. That's real nice. Yeah, because Crown shoved in that top wave and Faker what to respond, and he rotated first, they have the man advantage. Samsung's playing this well. But SKT's not, first off, Samsung isn't giving them a lot of room to come back, but also SKT is playing pretty sloppy. They usually play from behind very, very, very exceptionally well. It's also take into account that Huni never channeled teleport there, and he didn't even get bot tower. Now they're just gonna fall over and die here. Like, what do they do against Baron? Their shield comp, their siege is decent, but Samsung's 8 gold ahead, 8k gold ahead. This is a brutal. Like, this is brutal. You can see that Bang went rapid fire cannon because he needs to clear out these range creeps. Or like the creeps coming in. Wow, he gets Suni's flash. Yeah, man, when Talia gets ahead, she actually does a lot of damage. It's sneaky too. Okay, so this is pretty. Okay, so bot wave crashes before top wave, but because they're both side lanes, it doesn't matter that much. Oh, nice from Crown. Check that bush. Pretty much they're trying to push 3 lanes. So they Kled and Shen are bot. That's set. Like that's not gonna change. Um, but they really just should be focusing on knocking down this outer turret. And Samsung's not playing this well. Ooh, never mind. Okay, that's good. So the reason why I say they're not playing this well is that okay, so well that kill was nice, but okay, so ideally with Baron, what you want to do is you want to have all 3 waves crash at the same time. Because it just forces the team to it forces the opposing team to respond to the most resources hitting them at once. Simple as that. So this assignment down here, this is set, right? They're bot lane. That's fine. Nothing wrong with Kled. Kled should be in a side lane. Shen's responding. That's fine. The issue is that right now this wave is crashing, and this wave's here, and Talia's not going back to get this wave because Baron buff makes waves run faster. Instead, Talia's and Elise or Elise already has vision secured, so I don't know what's going on. So here we go. This wave's gonna crash now, and now see now the purple team rotates up in time so they can kind of defend it. Now the nice adaptation here is that instead of Varus rotating up to get top, he actually goes bot, which is not standard, but it's a nice play here from Samsung, and that's him a kill. And it's going to crack the base wide open for him. Now Shen can't match bot lane, they're going to get bot for free. Now mid's crashing, and they're a man down. So if Samsung plays this correctly, oh, and then there's the Talia wall. So it's a nice wall. It got him 3/4 of a tower. Oh, Faker should have ghosted. Greedy, 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 greedy. Okay, well, Samsung is not playing this Baron well at all, but it's working because they killed Shen. It's the only nice play they made. So here, at least they got mid and top to crash at the same time, which is decent. But like Zyra is at the mid wave for whatever reason. And they have 2 bot. Once again, like this isn't I don't know how I'd set this up. I'd put Crown mid, and I'd put Elise and Zyra together top. Because Crown can roam faster, because he gets the movement speed on the walls. And also, he can actually, like, wash out for himself. Instead of Zyra, who needs to be with someone. Cloud's about to remount. Nice. They got half that inhibitor down. See, this is... So they're playing this well now. They got these waves crash at the same time. So see how bot wave's crashing it, and they're hitting top wave as well. That's good stuff. Oh my. So because of that win top from the 2v2, our inhibition, now they all rotate top because SKT overcommitted, and they clean up. Also, they're able to rotate there quickly because of the Cloud ult, and that's game. But now see here. That Cloud damage, holy smokes. When he gets ahead, he's really, I want to play him. He just looks so fun. I haven't played him yet. All right, that's game 1 of Samsung versus SK Telecom, and what was a very clean win from Samsung and a pretty lackluster performance from SKT. I know Samsung wins games too as well. I don't know. They got behind against Talia and they just were controlled the entire game. Peanut didn't do anything. All right, so that's it for me. I'm Cubby. Please feel free to check out the other videos on my channel. I know that I'm going to try and do a lot more of these critiques on LCK because that's my favorite region to watch. If you guys have requests for games, you put them in the comments. I'll take requests too. If you liked the video, feel free to give me a thumbs up. And if you disliked it, give me a thumbs down and let me know why. We're going to get better at this. And any constructive feedback or criticism I receive, I will definitely take. But yeah, that's game 1 of Samsung Galaxy versus SK Telecom T1. You can catch the rest of the series on YouTube somewhere if you're interested. I know that LCK is really late at night. Speaking of late at night, it is 2:15 on June 1st here, so I think that's it for me. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and if you made it this long, really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good one. So, see ya.